Hello, welcome to Slow Evening Flow, which is kind of a misnomer. It's called Slow Evening Flow because I do this at 5 o'clock p.m. on Tuesdays and Fridays here in the Pacific time zone in Oregon. But you can really do this at any time of day. So I invite you to join me starting in child's pose. And I invite you to return to child's pose if at any time during this practice you would like to just pause and take a breath, reconnect with yourself. Because it is going to be a little more active than I have been in past evening videos, but it still will be slow, it still will be gentle, and it will still flow. But it's going to have a few more poses than I've included before, so it should be fun and informative and feel good. And we are going to start, like I said, in child's pose. Child's pose has many variations, but for tonight we're going to have our big toes touching, our knees as wide as the yoga mat, sitting kind of down on our heels. We're just going to gently walk our hands forward, bring the forearms nice and soft to the mat, and bring the forehead down toward the earth. And if this doesn't feel good on your neck or your head, or if your head doesn't comfortably come to the mat, you can use a block or a small pillow here to rest your forehead. But if the body allows, go ahead and come on down. Legs are spread wide enough to let the belly comfortably expand as you breathe. Shoulders relaxed. And just connect with the breath, inhaling to fill up the back and stretch the skin across the back. And exhaling to just relax the shoulders, soften the skin of the face. You can gently move the forehead around on the mat, maybe rolling the forehead from side to side, or sort of nodding up and down, maybe making some little gentle circles in one direction or the other, kind of giving yourself a little forehead massage, releasing any tension from, any number of things that might have caused any tension, just letting all of that go. Take another couple of breaths here, just to find yourself where you are. And our intention tonight is just to feel good, to flow with the breath. And so the next time you inhale, go ahead and walk yourself up to tabletop position, bringing the knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet, pressing into the earth. Wrists can be just slightly in front of the shoulders if you like to take a little of the pressure off the wrists and really press down into the fingers. Think about pressing into the fingers and lifting the wrists. And while you'll be using the entire palm here, try to really focus on pressing into the fingertips instead of dumping all the weight into the wrists. Want to be real gentle with those wrists. And so we're just going to start with some gentle cat-cows here. Inhale, cow, drawing the heart forward and lifting the tailbone. And exhale, cat, rounding the back, drawing the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, cow, maybe letting the arch in the back deepen a little bit. And exhale, cat, drawing the chin toward the chest, rounding the back, letting the tailbone be long. Inhale, cow, kind of tractioning open the upper arm bones without moving the hands. And exhaling cat, sort of doing the opposite, internally rotating those upper arms. And last time we'll inhale cow and exhale cat and back into child's pose. Take a breath here, nice extended arms. We're going to do a little cat, cow, downward dog flow. And when we go into downward dog, if you don't want to press into downward dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana, you can just come right back to child's pose. So from child's pose, we'll inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale table, curl the toes under and push up, exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath or two, maybe walking the legs out, pedaling the legs out, coming up onto the tippy toes and pressing one heel at a time toward the mat. And then we'll inhale table. Bring the tops of the feet back, or you can curl the toes here if you like. On your next inhale, we'll inhale cow, exhale cat, curl the toes, inhale downward facing dog, exhale table, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale nice round child's pose. Inhale table. Stay here for a breath or two. Remember, you can curl the toes or keep them pressed flat against the mat as feels best for your body. Inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath or two. Just pedaling out the legs. Maybe bring the big toes a little bit closer together. And if you are in child's pose, you can do this from table. So either from table or from downward facing dog, whichever feels most comfortable to your body. Inhale the right leg up towards the sky, toes facing down. Exhale, really tapping into that core. And then inhale, opening up the hip, stacking the right hip on top of the left, bending the knee, and maybe rotate the ankle in one direction or another. And the next time you inhale, come back to center, toes pointing down, and then exhale the right foot back to the mat. Inhale the left foot up to the sky, toes down. Exhale here, really re-engaging that center line. And then inhale to open up the left hip, rotating the ankle, bending the knee, stacking the hips. Inhale, your legs straight again, toes pointing down. Exhale, left foot back to the mat. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. And this time we're going to keep the legs together, parallel, and sweep the arms all the way down to our sides. Just rest those arms, rest those wrists, maybe rotate the wrists a little bit here. And take a couple of breaths, feeling the skin of the back expand as you inhale. And just feeling the shoulders and arms relax and drape across the back as you exhale. Next time you inhale, let's come back to table. Exhale, curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up to downward facing dog. And then as you continue to breathe, walk nice and slow up towards the front of your mat. Hang here in ragdoll, letting the backs of the hands rest on the mat or on the tops of your feet. Maybe you clasp your elbows in the opposite hands and just hang here in this ragdoll, letting the head be heavy, letting the neck be long. Inhaling those nice big breaths, bending the knees as generously as you like here. And then switch your clasp. It's gonna feel a little odd, but we can balance things out here. Maybe straighten the legs a little bit if you want a little bit more of a stretch in the hamstrings. Or you could really bend them down and let the torso rest on the thighs. And then release the arms and continue breathing as you roll slowly, slowly, slowly up. One vertebrae at a time. Inhaling the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale as the shoulders come back and down. Stand tall in Tadasana. Pressing the feet evenly into the earth. Rocking forward and backward a little bit. Feeling that space where most of the weight is here. Oh, I just noticed my head's cut off. Stay in Tadasana. Let me adjust the camera here a tiny little bit because we might want to see what's going on up there. Taller than I thought I was. That's the first time that's ever happened. Sorry about that, folks. Stay in Tadasana. Ah, there we go. Now you can see most of the show. Open up the chest. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to relax the shoulders down the back. As you rock forward, you can feel most of the weight across the ball of the foot. Lift the toes here and set them back down, letting a little space in between each toe. And as you rock back, really press into those heels. And continue to rock back and forth until you find that spot where you're pressing evenly through the feet. Inhale, arms up overhead, where the palms meet, and come down to your heart as you exhale. And then as you inhale, take a nice big step back with your right foot, bringing it parallel with the back edge of your mat so that the front toes are facing forward and the back toes are facing directly perpendicular to that. So the heel is lined up with the arch of the back foot here. And you don't need to be on a tightrope. There can be a little bit of space stacking here. And we're going to bring the hands to the hips here. You might want to shorten or lengthen the stance a little bit, maybe bend the knee a little bit more. But this front knee, we're going to keep it right in line with those toes so that it's nice and supported above the ankle. Make sure that you don't extend that knee past the ankle, but that you're stacked right above. You can widen the stance back here a little bit if you like, or you can shorten the stance wherever you feel really comfortable. So these are warrior two legs we've got going here. We're going to inhale the arms up and open Stretching out, looking out over that left front finger, I was going to say, but over the fingers. Really maybe turn the palms up towards the sky and you'll feel the shoulder blades come down the back. Leave the shoulder blades there, but turn just the palms back over. Looking out over the front, left hand over that bent knee. The right hand is behind you. Arms are level, but you can check that back arm to make sure. And really press away. Send the energy out from your fingertips in this pose. You're a warrior here. You're looking ahead to the future, leaving the past behind. And then we're going to do a nice little flow here. Inhaling back to reverse warrior, bringing the right hand to the right thigh and the left hand overhead. You can have a nice gentle bend here, or you can keep the left arm straight. Exhale here, and then inhale back to warrior two. Exhale here. And then we're going to inhale, easy side angle, bringing the left forearm to the top of the left thigh and the right hand to the hip. You're not really pressing a lot of weight here. My instructor Kelly, my teacher Kelly, says to think of this as a butterfly kiss. Very, very gentle, very, very light. All of the power is coming from the legs here. So this is the easy side angle, modified version, but you can definitely bring the arm up overhead, or you can come in a nice long diagonal, rotating the upper arm internally and bringing the pinky towards the floor, thumb pointing up towards the sky. Stretch it out here as you continue to breathe, feeling that wonderful stretch from fingertips to the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale back to warrior two, and now we'll flow. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, any version, your choice. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Maybe look down at that right foot. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Feel that delicious stretch in that right hip. Inhale, warrior two. One more time. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, your version. Inhale, warrior two. Bring those hands back to the hip. Turn the toes parallel and step back to the front of the mat. Reconnect with the breath here. Maybe adjust your wardrobe. Inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, shoulders down the back. Take a couple moments here just to recenter yourself, reconnect. And then we will do the opposite side. So bring the hands to the hips and take a big step back with the left foot. We're going to bring the feet perpendicular to one another. Can't decide if I want to face you or let you see what's going on in the back here. Oh, I can see in the monitor. Yeah, well, this is what's going on in the back here. This is what's going on. Hands to hips. We're going to inhale, warrior two. This is just the opposite side, what the rear version looks like. But we're looking to the future. We're not looking at the back. We're not looking at the past. We're looking forward with enthusiasm, with strength. And then we're inhaling here, exhaling, reverse warrior. Inhaling, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. And exhaling, Side angle your version, either with the hand at the hip or fingertips pointed up towards the sky or pinky down towards the floor in a nice long straight diagonal line. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Think of this as a gentle flow as you continue moving with the breath. Think about how graceful you are. Think about the strength in the legs. Think about the wonderful feelings of stretchiness and openness here. Inhale back to Virabhadrasana 2. And then hands to hips. Turn the toes back towards the front. And step the feet back together again. So we're going to do a side angle again on each side. But we could take it a step further and take it into Ardha Chandrasana, still working on my Sanskrit, from side angle if you would like to do that. So we're standing in Tadasana, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, big step back with the right foot and turn the toes towards the long edge of the mat. So starting in easy side angle, we'll bring the left forearm to the top of the left leg, again, making sure to keep this knee supported over that ankle. Hand can be here at the waist. Press into that outer knife edge of the right foot. Think about what's going on right here in this hip. What do you notice here? What do you feel? What's going on? Really, when you inhale, think about expanding that stretch here. And you can bring the fingertips up towards the sky. You can bring them out in front of you for this nice diagonal line. You could use a block here if you like, and come a little bit closer to the mat, stretching all the way up, looking up, or all the way over. Just feeling more of a stretch in that outer hip here. And come back, hands on hip, using your block. If you'd like to go ahead and move into half moon here, definitely do that, or you can stay in any version of side angle. I'm going to kind of heel toe the back foot a little bit closer. And any level on the block will work, but I like to start with the high level and just kind of bring it out towards the pinky toe, right in front of the pinky toe, as far as your arm can comfortably reach. Look down at the mat. Using your front foot, inhale, and lift the right leg up towards the sky. Doesn't have to be very high. Be right down here. It can be, feeling all kinds of snapping and crackling in my back here, so that's a good thing. But you don't want to lift any higher, and it might be helpful if you're next to a chair or a wall or something to grab. You don't want the leg to be any higher than hip height. Foot can be flexed or it can be relaxed. Hand can remain here on the hip, or you can stretch the hand up towards the sky. Find a focal point. Press into the entire left foot and keep a small micro bend in the left leg. One last inhale here, and then exhale, coming back down to easy side angle. And then windmill the arms up, turn the toes front, and step the feet together again. Takes a lot of practice, a lot of concentration, a lot of balance. Stay in any version that feels good to your body. But we do have to even things out. So, starting in Tadasana, hands on the hips. Big step back with that left foot. And turn the toes out towards the long edge. Gonna come back to our easy side angle. Gently butterfly kisses here on the right thigh with the right forearm this time. Hand can stay right here, and you can stay here the whole time. Or you can bring the fingertips up towards the sky. You can come across diagonally with the pinky pointing down, looking up towards your left arm. You can use the block here to increase the intensity of the stretch. And you can stay at any place along the road that feels best in your body. But if you want to kick up into half moon, not kick, just lift actually. Bring the left hand back to the waist. Take that block, and I just like to reach it out in front of this pinky toe, kind of lined up with that, as far as my arm can comfortably reach. And you want your block, or even your hand if you're there, planted on the earth before you lift the back leg. So making a focal point here for balance. You can bring the leg a little closer, the back leg a little closer, and then inhale to lift the left leg up towards the sky. You can place the block wherever seems comfortable to you so that the hand or block is directly under the right shoulder. And press back and away with the left foot. Stay here, keeping a nice little micro bend in that right leg and pressing firmly through the whole right foot. Or you can inhale and lift the left arm up towards the sky. Opening up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Inhale here, expanding like a star. And exhale, coming back to earth, bringing the hand to the hip. Windmill the arms up into warrior two. Exhale, turn the toes to front and step both feet together. And now we're just going to inhale the arms up to the sky and exhale, hands to heart. Take a couple breaths here, just reconnecting, feeling what you feel. Maybe a little out of breath. Maybe you're in child's pose. Whatever honors your body, honors your journey, and makes your body feel good or better. No, let's just say good. Let's just say, I feel good. Not I hope to feel good or I will feel good, but just I feel good. And let it be so. It's done deal. I feel good. I feel good. Maybe you feel great. Maybe you feel strong. I feel strong. Whatever it is you feel, whatever it is your best and most beautiful self feels, let it be so. Say it as if it is, because it is. The power of our mind is incredible, and our nervous system will believe whatever we tell it. So let's tell our nervous systems, I feel good. Let's inhale the arms out, palms up towards the sky, lift the hands overhead, look up, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart, where we tilt the chin gently. The best and most beautiful in me sees and honors best and most beautiful in you. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Take care. Be safe. Be well.